What you are about to hear is inspired by the teachings of the great spiritual philosopher Neville Goddard and his profound book, The Law and the Promise. This is not just a book of philosophy, nor a manual of positive thinking. It is a revelation, a gentle awakening, that reminds us of the divine power within our imagination. Neville once wrote, "Man's imagination is God in action. What you imagine that you become." Within those words lies the secret to all creation. What you think, what you feel, and what you believe quietly shapes the world around you. The Law and the Promise is more than an idea. It's a living truth that has transformed countless lives. It teaches us that imagination is the creative power of the universe, and that the promise of fulfillment is already written within us. So now, take a slow breath. Allow your mind to soften and your heart to open. This story is not only about Neville's message, it is about you, the creator, the dreamer, and the one who carries the divine promise within. It is not by accident that you are here, listening to this message. Nothing is ever random. The universe brought you here because a part of your soul is ready to awaken. Perhaps you've asked yourself, why do I try so hard and still not see the results I want? Or, why do some people seem to attract success effortlessly? The answer has never been outside of you. It has always lived within. Neville taught, the world is a mirror, reflecting the state of your inner mind. Your outer world is not the cause. It is the effect. It mirrors what you believe, what you feel, and what you expect. Once you understand this, you no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstance, but as the creator of your own experience. The world you see is not the beginning, it is the reflection. The true beginning always happens in the mind. Every thought you repeat, every emotion you nurture, is shaping your tomorrows. You will see the world as you believe it to be. This is the law that governs creation. When you continually hold a thought, it takes root in your subconscious mind, and life rearranges itself to bring it forth. People often say, that's just the way life is. But Neville gently reminded us, no, life is that way because you believe it is. When you change your thoughts, the world must follow. Imagination is not fantasy. It is the invisible beginning of all reality, Neville said. Imagination is the creative power of God Himself. The moment you vividly imagine a scene, it begins to exist in an unseen dimension. Though your eyes may not see it yet, it has already begun to take form. Your most persistent mental pictures are tomorrow's visible world. So imagine not as a wish, but as though it were already true. See it clearly, feel it fully, and rest in the joy of its completion. In that moment, your subconscious accepts it as real, and reality quietly rearranges itself around your belief. The great secret Neville revealed was this: feeling is the secret. To think about your desire is not enough. You must feel it. When you feel the reality of your wish fulfilled, you give it life. Real transformation does not happen in the mind alone. It begins in emotion. Close your eyes and feel, as if it has already happened. Feel the peace, the joy, the love, the abundance, whatever your heart longs for. Because when you feel it deeply, it is already real. Your faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. All things are possible to him who believes. Faith is not hoping. Faith is knowing before your senses confirm it. Neville taught that belief is creative power. Your faith shapes reality long before your eyes can see proof. To believe without seeing is to plant a seed in darkness, trusting that life will bring it to bloom. That is the essence of the promise. The promise that Neville spoke of is the divine potential within every human being. It is the sleeping spark of God, the creative force of imagination, waiting to awaken. The promise is already within you, and one day it must awaken. You do not need to earn this power. It is your birthright. You are not separate from the divine. You are the vessel through which creation expresses itself. When you remember this, you fulfill the promise. Gratitude is not just good manners. It is the vibration of fulfillment. To give thanks is to declare, I already have it. Gratitude is the completion of faith. When you are grateful, you are no longer waiting for life to change. You are acknowledging that it already has. Be thankful for the smallest things. The air you breathe, the light on your skin, the quiet knowing that something greater guides you. Each moment of gratitude expands the space for more blessings to flow. Each morning, say gently to yourself, "Today, I create my world through my thoughts and feelings." At night, before you fall asleep, rehearse the scene of your fulfilled desire. See it clearly, feel it deeply. Rest in that satisfaction. Those quiet moments, just before sleep, when the mind is still, are the most powerful times to plant new seeds. Your imagination tonight is your reality tomorrow. Now the promise within you is awakening. You are no longer a wanderer in the world of chance. You are a conscious creator, aware of the law that governs all things. Man's imagination is God in action. What you imagine, that you become. These words are no longer ideas. They are the rhythm of your new life. Your mind has become your world. This is the law and the promise. And this is your new beginning. Now, quietly, speak within your heart. I have already received. I am loved. I am abundant. I am the creator of my reality. Breathe in gently and let your heart rest. Your mind has already created your world, and your world is beginning to change.